Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a review. For this time we have this 88 Luis Diaz. Now, as you've seen recently, he did get transferred to Liverpool and he also got the +1 upgrade from the 87. So I thought I'd review this card, try him out for you. Unfortunately I don't have him right now, that's why it says I've not got him and not bought for him. But I did buy him when he was quite cheap because I bought him before his hype went up and everyone was going to buy him. So I think I bought him for like 100k and he's like 200 something now. On stats then, so he's 5'9", he's got high medium work rates, he's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, he's got 95 pace, 88 shooting, 84 passing, 91 dribbling and 81 physical. So on paper it looks like quite a good card. Now in this video I'll have some clips of me scoring goals with him. It was actually my second account because I didn't really play with him on my main. It was only on my second, and it was, so if it looked a little bit lower skill, it's because it's in Div 2 because I'm ranking that one up to get it to Elite as well. Which I've now got my main account on Div. I don't know what season we're on, like season 4 or something. So I'm hoping for like 2.2k this season, but I'll keep you updated on that. As you've seen, he does have the outside the foot shot trait as his only trait. In the games I played him, I played him in a 4-4-2 as a striker with a Dead Eye Chem style. And a lot of people will probably be watching this video thinking, is he better than that Jota card? And I will address that later on after clips. So if you do want to see more, please do subscribe. It does help the channel out a lot. But I've got nothing else to say, so enjoy the clips and peace. So what's my overall thoughts about the card then? Now, this is my little segment. I talk about like the card, I do waffle a little bit, just say what you should do with the card, what he's really good at, what he's bad at. My next segment after this will be the overall score, so what I think of each aspect of the card and rate it out of 10. But this is just my thoughts on the card, so if you don't care about this, just skip forward a little bit. But it's quite important. So for me, the good thing is about this Diaz card, so the 4-star 4-star is obviously really nice, hand in hand with the dribbling and the agility stats, so those goes really nicely together, just makes him a very nimble card, even at 5'11", because like the 5'11", 6 foot kind of people and above are quite scary to use, but generally he felt really nice, really agile on the ball. Now the pace for me, he was electric to be fair. I didn't really have that many opportunities. Reason being is because people in the low division, like Div 2 and below, they like to be really aggressive with their centre backs and they just push them out, so you can just play 1-2s in behind. It's really easy to be honest. I don't know how people don't learn how to change that, but generally his pace is really good. Now the shooting overall, generally actually really nice. The attack position is really good. The shot power is amazing. The long shots, I think I had 2 and I think he cracked one into the top corner, which is really nice. The finishing is also really good, especially on that 4-star weak foot as well. Just a very nice card to be fair. The passing, as a striker, that's perfectly good enough. As a cam, you might be pushing it, just because that long pass is a little bit air and the vision is a little bit, let's say, low for a cam personally. Now next for me is the curve. Now unfortunately, he doesn't have the finesse shot trait like I would really want with a card, but he still does have quite high curve and high long shot, so he will score them when you need him to. But that finesse shot trait just allows it to make it like a lot more accurate. Now I've already got a few dribbling stats. The reactions are really good for when you're twisting and turning and stuff like that. Just allows this player to react faster, and especially since he's got high agility stats, just makes him very nimble. Now the composure for me, really good. Another key aspect about him, he didn't really miss that many for me, and when he did, it was half human error, half him actually just missing the shot. He generally wouldn't miss that many for fair, and it was actually quite a solid card for shooting overall. Now the aerial ability, not very good to be honest. 63 head and axis isn't going to get you very far. The jumping's not bad, but it's not really going to get you very far, is it? Now the stamina, this is what probably allows you to play him cam if you want to. I don't recommend it. I feel like he's much better wide or striker to be honest. But you can play him wide because that 95 stamina is amazing. The strength and aggression are a little bit low to be honest. They're a bit of lackluster stats along with the balance. The balance and the strength kind of go hand in hand, so when they have low strength and they have low balance, they kind of get pushed off very easily and be a bit like a Bambi kind of player. But it doesn't really matter on this card because he's got very good agility, so that kind of counteracts it. So that's on my overall thoughts. Now I can to overall scores. So on to my overall scores then. Now I'm going to keep this as brief as possible because I don't want to keep it too long of a video. So first means the pace. Now I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I do think it's really good for this card. It could be a lot faster obviously, and maybe if he gets another upgrade for an inform or something, he might get to that 9.5, 10 out of 10 kind of things, but for now 9.5. So next up for me is the shooting. Now generally I actually quite like this on this card, so I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Although it's not that good on base stats, this is why I do these kind of reviews, because although it's not that good because the 87 shooting doesn't seem like amazing, but if you slap with a Deadeye, he generally will finish a lot better than, like, let's say some of the big cards. I'm not going to mention who, but some of the big cards. Now next up for me, I'm going to go with the passing. Now generally, I think the passing is not bad. It's average to be honest. If you're playing, right, so this is my rating on cam or wide. If you're playing, like, as in like, it's like striker or wide, not cam. If you're going to play him cam, I will give him a lesser score because he needs better passing. But overall for that, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Just because it's quite average, you don't really need it on a striker, and he's got perfectly good enough aspects for it. The next one for me is his dribblings. Now overall quite decent. The agility is good, the reactions is good, the ball control is very good, the dribbling is good, and the composure is good. It's just a balance that kind of lets it down a little bit. So overall for that, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Things that could boost it up, a bit more balance, a bit more reactions maybe, and obviously the 5-star skills. Now next up for me is the physicals. Now I put the head and axis into physicals because I don't really do defending on attackers, there's no point. So overall, so the air ability is quite bad, the strength is quite bad, the aggression is quite bad, the stamina is the only like redeeming aspect about it. So overall for that, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I do think it's quite a solid score to be fair, considering he has only got one good aspect. So, value of coins in. Now, Sydney's a Liverpool card, and you've also got another Liverpool left winger that's also very, very good on this game with a 5-star weak foot. I do think it's worth it for 200k. It is a very, very good card. So, overall for that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for value for coins. On overall score then, I'm going to give him a 8.4 out of 10. I don't think he's any higher than that, to be honest, because I feel like there's a lot better cards than him. For the price, maybe not, but generally, It's just because he's Liverpool now. Like, when he was at Porto, I feel like that was a really, really good price for him to pick him up. But now he's at Liverpool, obviously it's going to be Prem tax and he goes up. But overall, it's still a very good card. Now, the moment you've probably all been waiting for, is he better than that Jota card? Overall, I'm going to say yes. It's only the 5-star week for the Jota really sells him on. And maybe when that Jota gets that 99 pace upgrade, which he will do because he's an Adidas card. But overall, this Diaz card tops it for me. So if you're trying to debate between the two of them, I would go with this Diaz personally. But so for my review, as always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. As I said at the start, it really does help the channel out and it just shows to me that you're enjoying the videos. But that's the end, so I'll see you on the next video and peace out, guys.